There it is. We are recording. Okay, so today I'm not doing logistic growth again. I will when y'all actually do something. Ask me questions, but I need y'all to start processing first. So today is really about verbal statements. They can give you a verbal statement about any rate of change. You have to be able to write an equation from it, and then a differential equation, and then you solve it. It's what I'm doing in my class. So they can give you all kinds of different relationships. This is useful for all kinds of interesting things. But let's translate. If you see rate of change, it's of P with respect to T. Do they tell you how to write this one?
Yes.
What is it?
dp over dt.
So D capital P over D little t. The is. What does is mean? Equals. Proportional to.
K.
K. And then the thing that it's to is the 10 minus t. So that's your differential equation. You're going to go off and separate the variables and integrate. Remember, K is a proportionality constant. That means it is number. It does not have variable. It is number. It's the coefficient of that now. Got it? All right. So all I wanted to do on this one was set it up for you. You go solve it, and then y'all can set up the other one on your own, right? Because y'all can do that. Why don't y'all do that right now, and we'll check it. Go set up the rate of change of n with respect to s is proportional to 250 minus s. Write it down. Jacob, write it down. Is it the other side of the paper?
Oh, it is there. I didn't even know. I was just writing on everything. Sorry.
See if you get what I get.
I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
And so with both of these, it says to solve it. What are we solving for?
P or n.
P or n? Okay.
P in the first one, n for the second. Whenever you're solving a differential equation, it's the whatever the top one is, right? That's what you're solving for. Okay, and then did y'all get this for the second one? That's a 250 minus s. Are there any n's in there?
No.
No.
So it's
So when you separate the variable, you don't have to. It's not. It's already separated.
pull it out.
You can just integrate. But I'm just saying, no matter how they give it to you, you have to be able to spot it and integrate. Okay, go to the next, turn over. Next page. Now, I took the first one, we're going to do the first one together completely so you understand how to do this. This is really what I have to do on my homework. They don't stop at the other one. We have to do all of it. So, once again, we have rate of change of y. They don't tell me what it's respect to. Can I read down here and look at my points and figure out what it's respect to?
Yeah.
What's it with respect to? X. Is every point x and y? So this is with respect to x. So what's my rate of change? dy dx. What's is? Equal proportional. K to y. Times y. Means times y. So we're going to write this down. And this is what we're actually doing tomorrow. This is exponential growth and decay. Separate the variables. Do I need all the y's to the left and all the x's to the right? So I end up with 1 over y dy equals k dx, and then you're going to integrate both sides. I expect to see that step. What's the antiderivative of 1 over y? Natural log absolute value of y equals, what's the integral of k dx? Kx plus c. I don't want natural log of y. I want y. How do I undo natural log? E for easy. And in this step, every single time, no matter which differential equation you are doing, are you going to have to show me that you know how to handle this power? So I always take the e to the c and put it in front. E to the c times e to the kx. You could write it the other way, but ultimately, do you need to show me that step before you say it's c e to the kx? Right? So where did I get to? I got to y equals c e to the kx, and that's the calculus. And am I going to I want to see the calculus. Now, do you have to be able to do all the math going back and forth? If you're going into STEM, you're going to see this. If you're going into business, you're going to see this. You need to be able to manipulate natural log and E. So that's what these problems are all about. All right, so they gave me 2 points. Did they give me an initial value? Right here. There's my initial value. Did they give me another point? They did. So I'm going to use the initial value. This is going to help me find C. And this one's going to help me find K. 1 point helps you find C, 1 point helps you find K, if they give it to you nicely. If they really want to be brutal, it would be 2 equations, 2 unknowns. I have been known to do that. I haven't done it in a long time. But I've had to do it on my homework. Here we go. So we're going to use the initial value, and it was y is 4 at 0. So we're going to, so 4 equals C e to the k times 0. What happens to that term? It goes to 1. So what's my C equal? Is that easy? Yeah, and you're not done right. You don't stop there. What do you write? Whoops. You write y equals 4 e to the k x. Do I have another point? Yep, 310. So that means that 3 is equal to 4 e to the 10.
The y equals 10.
Switch the x and y.
I did. 10 equals e to the 3x, yes?
Yes.
Divide by 4. Does that become
5 over 2.
5 halves? No, yeah, it does. Huh? Oh, you're not going to get a calculator on this. You don't need it. Is e to the 3x. 3k. Yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah. K. No, it matters. All right. How do I undo E? Undo E. And actually, I'm just going to put it all the way around the outside. So I have ln of 5 halves equals 3k. So my k, hang on, let me come up here. So I'm going to come up here. And my k is equal to ln of 5 halves over 3. So what is that? Do I get to stop there when I find the k? No. We're going to go to another page, so I'm going to actually copy this. I'm going to go to my next page. I'm going to paste it. So I'm going to use this. And what I'm also going to use? My equation, right? And what does my equation become? It becomes y equals 4, that was my C, e to the natural log. Keep it as an exact value, otherwise you will have a rounding error, and I guarantee you they will set you up on the AP test, because they do that. Is that my equation after I've done everything for this?
Yes.
Yes. And now I have to answer the question. What was the question?
What value is the one in x?
So we want to plug in a x of 6 into this equation right here, and we want to find y. So that means y is equal to 4 e to the natural log of 5 halves over 3 times 6. What's 6 divided by 3? This becomes a 2, right? I'm going to put the 2 out here. Oh, but do you know log properties?
Square.
Do I take this and I make it a square? So watch what happens when I do that. Then I get y equals to 4 e to the natural log of 5 halves squared. What happens with the natural log and the e? This is the math you will have to do in college. 5 halves squared. So what does y equal?
25.
25, because it's 4 divided by 4. Oh, wasn't that easy? Yeah. And no, you shouldn't have a calculator on that problem. It was written assuming you wouldn't have a calculator. See how nice it is? Yeah. All right.